card matchup between the Brooklyn Barons and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Hey, come on. Check. You know it. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
First down, Barons.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On third down, Jackson. He's got Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it.
I got you, boy.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We created on the other team, just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 10-2 stop. Tackles. Shoot.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run here with Balaj.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot. Got as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike's 49. Get it.
McSorley from the shotgun. Trying to lay one up deep.
Let's make these babies proud.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
On the ready.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Move back.
Now McSorley. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He's going to field this at the 4. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. McSorley, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's McSorley. This is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, McSorley got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Ready?
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, McSorley looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's McSorley to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Come on, fellas.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
That's trash. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 49's a must. 49's a must.
Throwing is McSorley. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Go.
8-3. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They go play action now with McSorley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Down deep on Miami's side of the field. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 19-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Alert 3. Check 50. Check 50.
Now a handoff looking right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson being chased out left to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
Go!
At the 5-yard line.
49's a mark. 49's a mark. Stay with your man. 49.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Rap. Hey, Echo. 49. Let's go.
From the 38, McSorley looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. McSorley sets to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
You got nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. McSorley, you never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jones. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
First down, Brooklyn.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down now. It's Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000. All my girls, they love and hate me the same.